there, beautiful people, Steph Filipinas here, and welcome back to my channel, everyone. So for today's video, I am going to talk about if why some Filipino women actually do not want to go to the US to be with their partners, and also if it is the right choice for you, or is it the risk that you are willing to take in bringing your Filipino woman to the West? Alright, so a lot of you guys already know that one of the reasons of why me and my ex-boyfriend did not work out and we chose to separate ways was because he wanted me to go to the US, but then unfortunately during that time, I still didn't want to go to the US, not because I wasn't ready, not because I didn't love him enough for me to go there with him, but because I couldn't leave my family here. I wasn't really ready. I didn't want to go to the US because, I don't know, for some reason, I just really couldn't leave my family. And you know what? Few months after that breakup, actually, my dad was rushed to the hospitals because he was, feeling the symptoms of stroke. And right now, he's not feeling well. He still couldn't able to talk. He still couldn't able to move his body. So basically, the right part of his body was paralyzed. Okay, but so far, I'm still thankful that he still can he still can hear, he can feel things, he can see really okay. It's just that he still couldn't move his right side of his body. Now I realize, oh, there must be a reason of why something was really bothering me. Something didn't really want me to go to the West was probably because of this. Probably because this is gonna happen to my dad. So I don't know, but for some reason, I just really feel relieved because I made the right decision for not leaving the country, for not leaving the Philippines, and for not leaving my family because this is what happened to my dad. And I'm telling you guys, I am very family oriented. I'm very close to my parents, to my mom, to my dad. And my parents are my everything. And the reason why I'm working so hard right now is because for them. Probably a lot of you will not really understand that, but that is actually a thing here in the Philippines, especially if you are eldest. You're very close to your family. Of course, I want to travel. I want to explore around the world. I want to know different cultures, but I don't know. For some reason, I just really couldn't leave them. Obviously, I did love genuinely that guy, but in that moment, I don't know. I was just I was just thinking, how about my family? And also, I read in the comment section from that video, I was being interviewed by my Filipino vlogger friend. Someone said that, you know what, Stephanie, you're so smart. You could have just gone to the US with your partner or with your ex, And if you're concerned about your family leaving, then you can actually support them. You can just ask money to your boyfriend or your fiancé or your future husband to support your family way back to the Philippines. And, well, honestly, I can do that, definitely, but I don't know why, guys. For me, I think it's really better for me to just stay here in the Philippines to look after my family, to look after my parents. And probably a lot of you guys wouldn't really understand that because maybe in the West, I'm not saying all that you guys are not family oriented. Your relationship with your parents or with your family are not really that close as we do have here in the Philippines. I'm not saying that, obviously, because I know for sure that a lot of foreign families as well are very family oriented. But if you're gonna ask me, I think it is really different compared to what we have here. So I'm not trying to convince you guys because it's already in the past. Right now, I'm just really gonna talk of why some Filipinas don't really want to go to the US or any Western countries, or actually some Filipino women like myself, I choose to work I choose to be responsible at a very young age is because I do it out of love and I do it out of respect, not because I feel pressured and not because I feel obliged to do this with them. You know, my parents are very supportive of everything that I do. They are the most thoughtful, caring, loving parents I've ever have, and I would never ever trade my parents to to other things, to other people. I love them so much. And by the way, if you want to find a very good and genuine beautiful Filipino from the Philippines, then you can go ahead and click the link on my bio or click the link on my description box below. So what are you guys waiting for? Sign up now. Okay, so right now guys, I'm going to read some of the comments that I read on the video where I was being interviewed by my friend. And then I just took a screenshot of some intriguing comments. So let me just go ahead and read this one. I like that. Steph wants to stay in her own country with family. Let me know she's not after or cares about green card. Also means that she's family oriented and I respect that. That's actually one of the good things for finding a wife. I would just move to Philippines. I'm in a good financial position to live in another country. That is so true, guys. You know what? I'm very, very happy and so proud of myself that I actually do this, that this is just the way I am. Because if I can stay through thick and thin with my parents now that you're still alive, how much more I'm willing to do with my future husband. You know, like if I'm very loyal to my family, I'm very, very, close to my family and always gonna be there, there for them no matter what, how much more if I am with my future husband, you know? So what I'm trying to say, guys, right now, while they're still alive, I'm still looking after them, witnessing their, them getting older because, you can never ever have another mom. You can never have another dad. You will never get to have the opportunity to have parents again. And being able to have parents is something that I'm so beyond grateful because not all kids have that. And I'm just really thankful and feel so blessed for having a family and for having a parents that are, very loving and very supportive of everything that I do in my life. And you know what, guys? Just like my mom, I'm so really grateful for having such a very thoughtful and caring mom because my mother, she could actually cheat. She could go find someone else, a guy that can help us financially or someone younger or someone that is still physically okay. But my mom chose to be with my dad is because my mom thus really and genuinely committed and in love with my dad despite his condition. And that's something that I also want to experience, like no matter what happens in the relationship, no matter what can happen to you or what's going to happen to me, no one is leaving. I'm always going to be with you through thick and thin, through whatever situations that we're going to be experiencing because all these things that we're experiencing right now are just testing our patience and testing our faith and love with each other. So to have a parents like that, to have a mom like that, that's something that I've learned from her. That it's not always going to be rainbows. It's not always going to be positive. It's not always going to be good things in relationship. You guys will really experience a lot of tough situations in your relationship, in life in general. But it's really a matter of who's going to stay with you, no matter how hard life is. If the girl cannot relocate to another country, it is time to find another girlfriend that is actually a wife material. Not all foreigners will relocate to the Philippines in order to be with a woman. Family and especially work are very important for us. Someone has to make the money, and if she's not willing to live with her husband, it's time to find another woman that will. Absolutely. You know what? This is also something that I agree because I know that A lot of you guys also are not ready or just don't feel like retiring or living in the Philippines because you still want to make money and then look for a relationship who you can bring back to the West. And I totally respect his comment. It's just that, guys, you have to understand, and before you enter a relationship with a Filipina, at least try to communicate with her so that both of you will have the same, the same plans. Make sure that your values and your plans aligns with her, because if not, then you're gonna end up just hurting each other at the end of the day. So if you're someone who's gonna visit in the Philippines and you don't have any plans to leave or retire here, and you want to find a girl who you can bring to the West, then try to be upfront and be honest with your Filipina, because she might not be the person that you want to be with for the rest of your life, or who knows? She might end up be the girl that's exactly that you're looking for. All right, so now let's talk about why there are some Filipino women who actually choose to leave here in the Philippines and they don't want to go to the West. So the first reason with that is because they are already happy and contented with the simple life that they have here in the Philippines. There are a lot of Filipinos actually that they are so content with their lives. They don't need fancy things. They don't need to experience or go to places that they think they couldn't afford, because they just want a simple life. They just want to live the moment. They just want to be with the people that they truly care about, to the people that really matters for them. And they don't need to go to other countries looking for validation, looking for happiness, where they have already found here in the Philippines. And it takes a genuine man and committed man to accept that type of Filipina who actually just want to stay here in the Philippines. And the next one, some Filipinas would actually want to stay here in the Philippines with their partners instead of going to the West, because at the back of their mind, although they love the guy or their foreign partners, but some of the Filipinos actually think that, what if their foreign partners are still good and being gentlemen right now, but what happened if they already live in the West? Like, what if she's going to be physically abused, sexually abused, emotionally abused by their partners? So they are just also being practical and also trying to listen to their guts as a woman. Some Filipinas, especially those Filipinas who just found their partners online on a dating apps or online dating sites. Also, they have been talking for years online and they just met for a few weeks, and now they finally decided to engage and marry each other. But honestly, they actually don't know each other personally yet, because they just had short times getting to know each other in person. And you know what, guys, it's really really big difference when you guys know each other in person, or you spend time each other in person, than talking online, right? They couldn't ask for help, or they don't know who to ask help, especially if they are not familiar with the place, or they don't know any people there. They couldn't ask for help or whatever. So they're very anxious with that. They have that fear, and or maybe they were traumatized with their past already by their ex partners. They were sexualized, they were harassed, they were physically abused, emotionally abused. So they don't, they wouldn't want to go through that, bad situation again from their past. That you must be very careful in asking or taking your Filipina women to the West, is because not all Filipinas that you're with right now actually have the same intentions as you have for them. Okay, I'm not trying to say all Filipinas are like this, but I'm telling you guys, there are some Filipinas actually want to date a foreigner because they want to escape poverty in the Philippines and they want to have that green card or visa, giving you all this love and affection to make you feel that she's really in love with you. Or in fact, unfortunately, all this time that's all for a show, and she just really wants you to believe that delusion that she's in love with you. And when you ask her to go to the West, and now that you're already in the West, you just realize that this is not the Filipina that you knew from the Philippines. Few months after or few years after, you soon realize and find out that she's actually just using you for a green card and visa. And now that she got that green card, then it's time for her to dump you. And now that she dumped you, it's time for her to have the freedom that she wants to experience all by herself without you controlling her. And also, she's gonna do whatever she wants, even if it means that she has to look for someone else, someone younger than you, or worst case scenario, someone richer than you or wealthier than you. And now that she got her visa or her green card and she finally found someone who's younger and more handsome than you and also someone richer than you, then that's where this word exists, which is westernized. Okay, so she's being westernized and being influenced by her friends that she met, and then she's just gonna thank you for letting her have the opportunity to go to your country, experience all the things that she's never experienced before way back in the Philippines. And now she has the freedom to do whatever she wants. And then, she will just thank you. Thank you for building my life. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to achieve all my dreams and all my ambitions in life. Thank you. That's all. That's what you've got. Just thank you. Thank you for being the reason of why I am who I am now. And it is bad as may it sound, guys, but that is just the reality. And so again, yes, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching my video. And if you guys have any plans or if you have any bad experiences in taking your Filipina to the West, comment down below. I would love to read all your comments, guys. And of course, if you guys like my content, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and click the notification bell for more videos update. See you to my next video. Bye for now!